Amid the chaos, the lawsuits, the public fights, and the non-stop headlines about vineyards and massive sums of money, a silent win is unfolding, one almost nobody is paying attention to. While most people obsess over what Angelina Jolie supposedly lost, a marriage, her standing in certain circles, her sense of peace, they are overlooking what she actually built. Right now, a powerful message is circulating among those who truly support her, and it perfectly captures her journey. Angelina led her children toward success with absolute strength and without tears. Without tears. Sit with that phrase for a moment. For more than a decade, Angelina Jolie stood at the helm like a captain steering through a violent storm. She never publicly collapsed. She never turned her children into emotional props to gain sympathy. Instead, she poured every ounce of herself into one relentless goal, sending 6 fully formed human beings into the world. And only now are we beginning to see the outcome of that sacrifice. From Maddox pursuing biochemistry in South Korea to Pax learning the industry behind the camera. From Shiloh discovering her identity through dance to Knox and Vivienne stepping carefully into the family legacy. Angelina didn't raise celebrity kids, she raised independent individuals. Today, we're setting aside the courtroom drama to tell a very different story, the ultimate revenge of a single mother. This is about how Angelina Jolie took the bitterness of a fractured home and transformed it into the quiet joy of watching her children thrive. Not through speeches, not through public statements, but through unbreakable will. To understand her parenting, we need to start with the eldest sons, the ones who witnessed everything, the ones who were there before Brad, the ones who now stand watch. Let's begin with Maddox. When it came time for him to choose his path, Angelina didn't push him toward Hollywood. She didn't keep him close in Los Angeles so she could manage his every move. She did what many parents cannot. She let go. She sent him to Yonsei University in South Korea to study biochemistry. That image of Angelina holding herself together at the Seoul airport wasn't just a sentimental moment. It was a declaration of trust. By supporting his decision to study a demanding scientific field in another country, she affirmed his intelligence and independence. She wasn't raising a child who depended on her. She was raising a citizen of the world. Then there's Pax. As noted earlier, Pax is carving out his place in film, but pay attention to how. He isn't chasing fame in front of the lens. He's working where it's hard. He served as an assistant director on Angelina's film Without Blood, sweating on set and doing the unglamorous work. Angelina isn't teaching Pax celebrity. She's teaching him skill. She's making it clear that if he wants a future in this industry, he has to earn it. She's shaping him into a creator, a storyteller, quietly passing down her own passion for directing. These 2 sons represent the foundation of her success. One chose intellect, science, global thinking, policy. The other chose vision, film, storytelling, craft. Angelina supported both, proving that success, to her, has nothing to do with fame and everything to do with capability. If the sons symbolize intellect and protection, the daughters represent expression and identity. Take Shiloh. For years, public obsession revolved around how she dressed or who she resembled. Angelina ignored all of it and focused on what mattered, Shiloh's talent. And today, that talent is dance. Dance is brutal. It demands discipline, control, endurance, and emotional honesty. By encouraging Shiloh to train seriously at elite studios in Los Angeles, Angelina gave her a voice that didn't require press interviews. Shiloh doesn't need explanations. She speaks through movement. That freedom is something her mother intentionally protected. And then there's Zahara, often overlooked, but impossible to ignore. Like Maddox, Angelina guided Zahara toward a deeply meaningful destination, Spelman College. By encouraging her daughter to attend an HBCU, Angelina ensured Zahara would grow within a space that reflects her heritage and strengthens her leadership. This is where the depth of Angelina's journey becomes clear. She didn't raise her children with a one-size-fits-all formula. She saw Shiloh and recognized a dancer. She saw Zahara and recognized a leader. She saw Maddox and recognized a scientist. Her support was tailored to who they were at their core. That's the real exhaustion behind this extraordinary long journey. Being 6 different mothers to 6 completely different souls, all at once. Finally, we reach the youngest, the twins, Knox and Vivienne. As the sentiment suggests, They are expected to follow in the footsteps of Jolie and Pitt, but strictly on Angelina's terms. Vivienne didn't simply land a role. She worked as a volunteer production assistant on the Broadway musical The Outsiders, which Angelina produced. That distinction matters. Angelina didn't place her daughter under the spotlight. She placed her behind it. She taught her how productions actually work, how scripts are built, how theater earns respect. The result? The Outsiders won a Tony Award. Vivienne shares in that win not because of her surname, but because she contributed. And then there's Knox. When he appeared publicly again, people were stunned. He looks like a perfect blend of both parents. But his real achievement isn't appearance, it's stability. In a world where child stars often fall apart, Knox appears grounded, polite, and deeply connected to his mother. He carries the same quiet armor Angelina wears. He may be Hollywood royalty by blood, but he's being raised with the discipline of a crew member. By guiding the twins carefully into the world of art and entertainment, Angelina isn't just opening doors, she's teaching them how to walk through them responsibly. The most powerful idea in this entire message comes at the end. When children succeed, that success becomes the pride of a single mother. Bitterness fades. Happiness takes its place. This is the emotional center of the story. For nearly 8 years, Angelina's life was filled with resentment. The plane incident, the accusations, the forced sale of a winery just to escape a toxic partnership. She could have lived in that darkness. She could have fought Brad publicly every single day. Instead, she chose something else. She drove kids to dance rehearsals. She read college applications late at night. She spent weekends on film sets teaching her son how to hold a boom mic. She invested in the future, not the past. And now the return on that investment is visible. Every exam Maddox passes dulls the bitterness. Every dance Shiloh perfects shrinks the pain of divorce. Every quiet smile from the twins turns struggle into purpose. Her revenge was never a courtroom win. Her revenge is 6 healthy, talented, loyal young people who stand beside her. Angelina Jolie once admitted she felt like she lost herself for a decade. But looking at her children, the truth is obvious. She didn't lose herself. She gave herself. Her strength lives in Maddox. Her creativity in Pax and Vivienne. Her boldness in Shiloh. Her heart in Zahara. Her resilience in Knox. She guided them with everything she had, and without tears the world could see. The lawsuits may drag on. The headlines about Brad Pitt or vineyards will keep cycling. But that's just noise. The real legacy of Angelina Jolie is walking beside her. She survived the long journey. She raised 6 children alone against impossible odds. And through their success, she found a happiness no judge, no ruling, and no settlement could ever deliver. So let this shift your perspective. Is her greatest victory her children? And whose path are you most excited to follow? Pax in film, Shiloh in dance, or the others? Share your thoughts below. It's time to honor the mother, not just the movie star. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that actually matter.